What's going on, everybody? I am Winston A. Marshall, aka the Swaggy Blurred, and this is my review of Knuckles, the Paramount Plus original spin-off series to the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, so hit that notification bell so you know every single time I'm putting out that new content. I'm just gonna jump right into it. Let me start off by saying this. I love the first two Sonic movies. I like one better than two, though I thought that, Idris did a great job adding his voice to the cast as Knuckles. And I'm a big Adam Pally fan. I am a fan of his work, and what he has done. I think probably the most famous thing that I know him from would be the Mindy Project, but he's been all over the scene for a while. That being said, I was very disappointed in this show. Just completely honest with you. I think my first major complaint with the show would be that the show is called Knuckles, and Knuckles is in probably about 20% at most of the show. I didn't actually count the hours, the time. I'm sure there's somebody's done it somewhere, but I think the thing that's really rough, if like, say for example, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when that came out, if you spent your entire time with Carlton is a very fun character. You really enjoy him, but Carlton works because the show is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We focus around Will, and Carlton is a support element. Instead of that here, Adam Pally as Wade Whipple takes full center stage, and it's really about him going from being a schmuck to being a warrior in his own right and his quest to become a bowling champion. His father abandoned him to be a bowling champion. And so I think the thing that's really crazy about it is, like, if the Sonic movies, Sonic plays a lot of baseball in a lot of those. If all of that was really focused on not him, but James Marsden trying to become like a baseball player, and Sonic just happens to be around, people would be like, these movies are terrible. I didn't come to see the random sheriff from Montana play baseball. I came to see Sonic from the planet Mobius to defeat Dr. Robotnik. And essentially that's kind of what happened here. There are fun moments for sure with Knuckles learning things about the planet. He learns about Shabbat dinner, he learns about jams. There's a lot of fun stuff there, but I think that's just really what's missing above all else. There's no hero's journey for Knuckles. He doesn't really learn anything. I guess he mentions that he's looking for a new home, and a reason to defend a home, but like it just doesn't hit. Like, we don't focus on him. We spend most of our time with Wade and him trying to figure stuff out, including an entire episode where we see Knuckles in the very beginning. This is one where Wade gets kidnapped, and instead of Knuckles being a part of it, we have a dream sequence where Wade is Knuckles in this said rock opera dream sequence, to kind of tell Knuckles' story. And to be honest with you, it feels very the whole thing with art, with movies and TVs and all that stuff. You're supposed to show, don't tell. It really feel like they were just telling it through a rock opera. And again, you're not bringing Knuckles into it. You're just letting Adam Pally, be kind of his goofy self as he is in this show, and occasionally you'll have like Idris's voice imprinted on it. So I'm very disappointed just in the fact that, like, the Sonic movies are so good. I will give some positives. I do think that you had an incredible performance by Idris. He understands this character, or at least the character that he has specifically brought to life, like nobody else. Like, he does such a good job with kind of the noble meathead that Knuckles is portrayed to be. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of fun. I do love the kinship that Wade and Knuckles like develop. I think that that's really cool too, but that's kind of where the buck stops. The action sequences are good, but like I don't the villains didn't really strike any fear in me. There was nothing that's really there in that regard. So a lot of that just it broke my heart to see that happen because this feels like one of those situations like you're watching The Mandalorian and The Mandalorian's fire, and then like Book of Boba Fett comes along and it's just not good. And the thing is, you don't have Sonic coming in like The Mandalorian to take 1 or 2 episodes away, and like all of a sudden it's like, well, here's the redeeming quality because it's actually Sonic 2.5. It's just not there. And that again, I'm not gonna go all over the show like that because making TV is very, very hard. Making any art is extremely hard. Making art that people like, making art that is profitable. It makes me wonder sometimes with the lack of Knuckles in the show if maybe there were budgetary issues, and so to save on that, you focused more on Wade and like the humans, so you didn't have to put in the full CGI of Knuckles to be in it all that much, and just save it for some of the fights. And if that's the case, that's also I don't feel like that's the solution either. There's got to be something else we could do. Maybe, maybe this shouldn't have been a show in the first place. Maybe it should have been a movie or something along those lines. I don't know. Maybe you do like a 2 like hour-long movies put together, one for Tails, one for Knuckles, for them to each have an adventure, and then you ultimately get to Sonic 3. I don't know. But yeah, when you have things like the previous Sonic movies, and then you have like Fallout, and then you have The Last of Us, you have all these examples of great video game media converted to TV or film. This definitely was just a letdown. But I want to know what you think in the comments. Please let me know if you are enjoying this and I was completely off base here. If you feel completely differently, by all means, let me know how you feel about the show. All that being said, I don't really have anything else to say. I will have Breakfast AM News this week, so definitely check that out. I'll be on Capes and Cows over on Christian's channel on Friday. And again, I'm going to be touching on just little... I'm going to try and talk to you guys every single day. So, hopefully X-Men 97 as we start the 3-part finale. I'll be talking about that on Wednesday. But yeah, I'm going to try and touch base, so I might cover some stories and some stuff on the internet and all that. So definitely come through. Again, if you haven't, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping content. And other than that, I'm going to get out of here. So with that, y'all, have a good one. Y'all stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.